Europe in the early 20th century was a continent on edge. The First World War had left deep scars on the continent's psyche and landscape. Germany, once a rising power, was particularly devastated. The Treaty of Versailles imposed crippling reparations and territorial losses. The German economy was in shambles, and hyperinflation had rendered the currency almost worthless. In this atmosphere of despair, extremist ideologies found fertile ground. Among them was Nazism, spearheaded by Adolf Hitler, promising to restore Germany to its former glory. The Nazis capitalized on the instability of the Weimar Republic, presenting themselves as the only force capable of restoring order and national pride. The Nazi Party's rise to power was remarkably swift. The Great Depression, which began in 1929, proved to be a turning point. As unemployment soared, the Nazis' message of national revival found a receptive audience. In the 1930 elections, the Nazis became the second largest party in the Reichstag. Hitler maneuvered himself into the position of Chancellor in 1933. With Hitler at the helm, the Nazis moved swiftly to consolidate their power, outlawing all other political parties and establishing a totalitarian state. The Gestapo, the Nazi secret police, instilled fear and silenced any form of opposition. At the heart of the Nazi ideology lay a toxic blend of extreme nationalism, racism, and anti-Semitism. The Nazis believed in the superiority of the Aryan race, falsely equated with the German people. This belief in racial purity fueled their hatred and persecution of Jews. The Nazis also targeted other groups deemed racially inferior or politically undesirable, including Roma, homosexuals, people with disabilities, and political opponents. These groups were subjected to systematic persecution, imprisonment, and extermination. Central to the Nazi worldview was the concept of Lebensraum, or living space. The Nazis believed that Germany had the right to expand its territory eastward, displacing or exterminating the existing population. The Nazi regime embarked on a systematic campaign to indoctrinate the German people, particularly the youth. Driven by their ideology and Hitler's insatiable ambition, Nazi Germany embarked on a campaign of territorial expansion that plunged Europe into another world war. In 1939, Germany invaded Poland, marking the beginning of World War II. The invasion of Poland triggered a chain reaction as Great Britain and France declared war on Germany. The early years of the war saw a string of stunning German victories. Utilizing their blitzkrieg tactics, Germany conquered Denmark, Norway, the Netherlands, Belgium, and France in quick succession. By 1941, most of continental Europe lay under Nazi domination. As the Nazi war machine tightened its grip on Europe, the full horror of its racial policies unfolded. Jews across Europe were rounded up and herded into ghettos marked by overcrowding, starvation, and disease. The invasion of the Soviet Union in 1941 marked a turning point in the war. The collapse of Nazi Germany revealed the full extent of the horrors perpetrated by the regime. The Holocaust, the systematic genocide of 6 million Jews, stands as a stark reminder of human depravity. Millions of others, including Roma, homosexuals, people with disabilities, and political opponents, also perished in the Nazi death camps. The Holocaust was the culmination of a decade of Nazi racial policy. Driven by their twisted ideology, the Nazis implemented a final solution to the Jewish question. The Nuremberg trials, held from 1945 to 1949, brought leading Nazi officials to justice. These trials established the principle that individuals are accountable for their actions, even during wartime. The memory of the Holocaust compels us to remain vigilant against the rise of extremism and to defend the values of humanity and human dignity.